Hello everyone, and welcome to the Thursday art stream. Should probably give it a name at some point, but here we are. We are going to be working on some wonderful things today. We're mostly going to be working on channel aesthetic and just drawing doodles and whatnot to make everything just look a little bit more stylized, a little bit more triangle, as it were. So, it's going to be a pretty chill time. It's not going to be anything particularly groundbreaking, but design is important, and finding what works and really establishes a vibe is important. So, we're going to try and focus on that. I'm going to reduce the volume of the music ever so slightly. I know it's very quiet already, but just so that you're not fighting to hear me at any point. I'm pretty sure I've got ducking on. Let's make sure. Filters. There are no audio filters. Okay, audio ducking should be a thing. We want compressor. Yes. And then we want the sidechain ducking source to be mic only, and we wanted to dip it down quite a bit. 10:1 is a good ratio, and threshold being 18 is fine. So now if we go, it does go down. No, did it go down slightly? I don't know if it did. Did something. I think I need to change how crazy it goes. But I feel like the volume we've got now is fine. So we're going to leave it at that. I have got another little thing, but yes, we will put this away for now and let it keep playing in the background. I am going to mute it for myself because music doesn't necessarily help me concentrate. So yeah, you guys should all still hear it, while I do not. Should be fine. Hopefully. I've done this before. I know what I'm doing. Here we are. Creator. So, the main stipulation for the channel, like the Twitch channel panels, I'm working on the Twitch stuff for now, and we can work on a big banner later, is it just needs to be a width of 320. So I'm still going to keep the aspect ratio of 16:9 because that's what most screens are. They are 4:3s, but we'll stick with 16:9 because that's the ratio I'm most comfortable with. And that's for pixel count. So for every 320 pixel wide thing, we are going to make it 180 pixels high. I did not do that math in my head. I did... I simply used a calculator online. So, we have it here. We are in the animation one, which is not the fucking workspace we want. We want big paint 1, I guess. Yes. Now, the size of our brush is going to matter a lot more. And I need to look at the types of things we need for stuff right now. Pause that. We don't want to see this. So, essentially, the types of categories that there are is computer specs, hardware peripherals, and audio. I don't know whether I'm going to do individual ones for each of those. It seems a bit excessive to do that. Music, art, and code. So I'm thinking just making a few icons with the green that we also like just everywhere. And I think that would be nice. The green with the titles of what we're going to gain. So, what to expect? Let's write it down, shall we? I've got the things here, but you can't see what the fuck I'm doing. Let's shrink this down to like 5. So, we will want... Oh my goodness, this is very small. I might double the resolution. I think I'm gonna double the resolution just to make everything a little bit easier. Cool. Let's do new. We want to double this, so 640 and 360. Yes. 640, 360. That's some quick maths right there. Now we're on that one. Yes. Now it looks a little bit better. Now it's going to be small. It's going to be like this size on everyone's screen. So, not even. Probably less. Ooh, do we want it even thinner? Do we want them to be even thinner? Design is such a fickle thing. Everything seems good in the forefront. But is it truly? You could also just draw on a thing and you could draw the bunch of things and just move them around. That might be easier. If I just do like a 1080p thing, draw the things I want, and then I can just all put them into a 320 wide box when I want it. Let's go with that. That seems like a much smoother idea. I will keep this one open, just in case I want to switch to it. That's the bigger one, that's the small... Okay, it gives me the resolutions at the bottom. So, you don't want to save this one. We will go File, New. And for this one, we will go for a predefined... why square textures? You know what? Square textures is fine. We're drawing icons. It's fine. So, now we've got a bit more space. Got a bit of everything else. Let's get to going. We like pencil. Give me my pencil. Oh, we're on the pencil. Yay! Okay, which means we want a thing, a symbol for game, symbols. Symbols. 1 for games. 1 for audio / music. One for art, I guess. Art / modeling. And since I never code, I've removed that section from here. And then a computer specs. There is a code section. I just removed all the other things. Should I just get rid of the code thing? I never really code on this fucking channel. Yeah, we'll get rid of it. Updating descriptions live. So we won't bother with a code symbol. And then we want... specs, computer specs. Computer. I think that would be good. Do we want specific hardware, peripherals, and audio stuff? Nah. I'm not going to go that into depth. I don't need to draw more than I'm already drawing. So, let's take a sip of our trusty coffee. That I made way too much of this morning. Every time I look over to my dashboard, I just see the last permitted term I put in, and it was the last permitted term I allowed in the stream, and it was shit fuck piss. So every time I just look over to the left to make sure everything's still fine, I just see shit fuck piss at the top of the list. And it's funny. I like that. A little funny bit. So I got this layer. Lower the opacity just because we don't care. Now, what kind of thing shall we go for each of these symbols? Should we go for something a bit more... should all of them involve like a tiny triangle doing a thing? Just like... This is just a little tiny guy, and he's got like his headphones. Tiny triangle with headphones, yeah. Can do something like that. Singing, he's just going ham. You just like see him like on his knees. Microphone in hand. Little music notes. That could work. And a spotlight. just like through the beams and everything. I'm thinking about the space for a lot of it. Okay, so this one could be music. This is audio. I don't think the singing is really one on top of a piano. All fantastic suggestions. I think the main thing would be like clarity. So I'm guessing everything would kind of need to be scaled up. So I think it would just be like tiny trongle next to a giant microphone or next to a keyboard or something like that. I think next to a microphone works. Just like the little guy over here. No brains, just happy, just existing. And then he's like right next to a massive microphone. Like the switch. Looming, and he's like trying to sing into it. Or for the modeling and art one, we could get like a little stylus, since I can model stylus easy enough. And like have him trying to draw with it, so have it on the ground. Stylus up, and him like small arms out, trying to handle it. Running along and drawing his little lines. This could be cute. In computer, it's a square. Triangle's just looking up and it's got like a big red light. Can you put GIFs? No, we're not animating. That's gonna take me fucking forever. I am not animating this. There's enough things that I need to put into this. Can you even animate panels? Do they let you put GIFs in? Can Twitch use GIFs? Is there a way to make images for info panels be GIFs? I want to make my character something animated about the Q&A panel. I heard of own 3D, but I don't think that works. With some markup. Okay, cool. That's fantastic. Cool. Not wasting my time with that then. Yippee! Where am I going? What am I doing? What's happening? Twitch has gone live. No, all the posts are there. I made sure that the fucking Instagram uploaded for once, because it never fucking uploads. What was I doing? Oh yeah, and if anybody notices that the stream is slightly lower quality, I did lower it to 720p, just so that more people could watch. Games is a good question. That's a good question right there. A controller would be the easiest. Like, just having, like, big controller. And then, like, analog stick. And Trongel's, like, trying to make it work. We're not trying to emulate real life too much. That just looked like a man with a nose. Just looked like this. Now just drawing a guy. With glasses. Hello, I can see you. I don't know why I made him have that voice, but you know. He's there. I mean, we can have him just on a controller. So, what's the, like, amount of space we're gonna have to be working with? It'll be around this. So, he's gonna be deet deet deet. Deet deet deet. Art. Could also just have a crudely drawn Trongle. It just looks like he's been sketched. No wait, I liked actually how neat that art was. I never write that neatly. A sports, it's in the game. No. Da 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 da. Na 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 na. Okay. Can I have like a little piece of paper? A bigger piece of paper, because this is gonna be the whole panel. And you just have that, like, down in the bottom of the stream. Or like a little pencil. That just becomes the art one. Little like scribbles everywhere. Maybe draw a big pencil as someone was drawing him. I can, yeah. Just have there be like yeah. And not so straight lines. Just something along those lines. Good work. Seems like fun. We got that. So, I think art as an idea is fine. It's just like a sketch of Trongle. That works. Audio could be... Ooh, it could be like one of those... it could be like a spectrogram, but you can kind of see Trongle in it, so it's just like a saw wave. So saw waves are typically like that. So it could just be like a sound wave, like him on a screen, and he's just like there. Ooh, could be like a not that way. Dunk, dunk, dunk. It's kind of the same, audio and music. Like, it's the same one. It's not going to be different ones. It'll be one symbol for, or drawing for both of them. It's tiny scale. He's just so small. Trongle on a giant keyboard. Like the music one? Like piano roll type thing. It's just like one of the cats walking down. I guess it could just be like a giant piano. So like keys. Along there. Square there. Then Trongle just like slightly smaller. Bonk. Which way around do we swing things? Opposite arms going other ways. So that one goes that way. Kind of like that. And his one leg is like doing big steppy and his arm is like coming around. Beep, 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 beep. I feel like that might be a bit... Like, it looks nice. It would be... I think it'd be nice for like an intro type thing. Notes would be cool. I think a keyboard might be a bit much to try and get into the thing. But like this. I'm gonna save this actually. Like, I think this is really cute. This is not going to go into there. This is going to go to Krita. And this should... Ah, you guys aren't seeing that. That's good. This is going to go into a new folder called Twitch Panels. And we're going to save it as art panel. Save. Maybe. Could work. Ooh, wrong thing. Got all these little sketches. Got all these little duders. Doing all the things that we're trying our best. think for the audio one, I kind of want to stay away from instruments. Oh, it could be Trongle playing the saxophone. No, it's not going to be Trongle playing the saxophone. And then I have to draw a saxophone. And I don't want to draw a saxophone. Saxophones are hard to draw. It could just be like him sat and some notes going around him. Could also just be him like... him sat, headphones. Like music going around him, so yeet, yeet, yeet. 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 Could just be him like sat on the ground like doing that for like audio. Triangle. Do I make him a tetrahedron and then just like have one-sided? I could also do that for like the modeling one. Just have like a I have a tetrahedron on it. So like, since it's here, there would be each triangleist of triangles, each. To like imply the modeling. And shadow. No, we're not doing any shadows. Fuck shadows. If I do shadows for one thing, I have to do shadows for everything. I do like the piano image, but I don't think it's going to work for the panel. Like, maybe if I do like a big thumbnail for art streams, like have a specific intro thing, since I like only have the generic intro thing for now. But yeah. Ouchies. 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 Everything is stiff. Everything is making its way to art. Making its way to art. Okay. I think we have decent ideas for the art one and for the music. Next is games. Probably the most important one of them all, seeing as the biggest evening is Monday. Get rid of that. Oh. Yeah, excuse me. I should probably mute when I'm sneezing, so as not to jump scare people. Oh yeah, happy Pride, by the way. Happy Pride Month for those who participate. Yeah. Coffee. Green tea. Da-da-da-da-da-da. So, for games. I think a controller is the best way to kind of like get it across. Controllers are hard to draw. Controllers are hard to draw. Controllers are hard to draw. I'd probably be coming a little bit further, wouldn't it? Beep 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 beep. Chill music time. I mean, it looks like a PlayStation controller. It's not a good one, but it looks like one. Could have like the... Could have like a more scaled up controller, and then... If I duplicate you... File. Is there a way for me to duplicate you? No. But, if I click File, Save As, it will make a new file. And then I can do Game Panel. Yes! And we can erase everything. Let's switch to Eraser. You, friend. I need to pick favorites, so that I don't have to jump between these as much. Goodbye, my sketch. It's not fully goodbye. It's saved. Don't worry. How do I make you my favorite? Sign tag. My favorites. Sign tag. My favorites. Show me my favorites. That's too many favorites. I want both of these removed from favorites. Remove from this tag. Remove from this tag. What are you? You're the one I use the most. You're pretty cool. I do wish the sideline wasn't as much of a thing, but yeah, you're not a favorite. Remove from this tag. You, I don't know what the fuck you're doing. You're what I use the most, so. Because I like sketchy. I like having things. So for games, have I got my weight turned on for the tool settings? Where are my tool settings? Tool options. Smooth pressure, scalable distance, brush smoothing, weighted, I guess. What if I said none? It's not much worse. Honestly, curves are smoother. Well, I guess I don't need the brush smoothing. Gee. G is too big. I mean, games is kind of gonna be the forefront, I guess. What happens if I turn on weighted again? This doesn't seem as neat. Yeah. Feels like I'm fighting it. Never mind. I no longer need. Games. Games. Yeah, the A was pretty thin. We'll keep things thin. Okay. Games. And that would be a bit more to the right, but yeah, we're just trying to get a basic outline of what we want at the moment. And then we might want the controller to be really big. Reference for controller, how do you look? Curved, but also you have weird buttons. And then you have your... How do you... Oh, it's first like a ridge. And there's a straight line. And there's a ridge. Kind of goes like that. Except there's another triangle that makes it bigger at the end. Then we'd curve those out. So let's just make these... I'm going to use sharp lines, just so I can get an idea of the shape a bit more. So, we want buttons, which technically have like a diamond-esque shape. Dunk, 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 dunk. More like this. Yeah, 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 yeah. It's not how diamonds want to work. Because it's there, no, there, straight down, yes, yeah, yeah. There we go, that type of reference. Then, these are all in like a sphere, but we're going to use a block just to kind of get the shape working. Because they have that. But this whole block, okay, the block essentially takes up the whole button, and there's a bunch of space above it. So, this is pretty big. There's there, and then there's like a triangle underneath. Because the tape is off, and that connects there. Cool, great. This block connects to a middle block, which is a bit more of a wedge. Thank you. I appreciate your input. And there's another block. Technically it's a triangle. Triangle comes from like here. It's too much of an angle, I think. Yes, it's more of that angle. This is much deeper, so that would go there. We can accentuate it by going there. Technically, it would end around here. So, let's just draw a fucking line to like get this reference right. And there's a bit here where the thumbsticks appear. Those are a bit too tall. That's fine. This is our first draft. It's fine. The controller would probably be more around there. So, lines back to there. Lines back to there. It technically goes out a bit though. So, we wanted to... Oh, god damn it. Everything is slightly different. No, stay there. You're the one I want to get rid of. No. Your feedback is important to me. Thank you for inputting. So then there's that. And then there'd be another. This one will also kind of taper off. It'll be hidden behind most things. So it's just adding clutter. Then there's a big triangle here. Or rectangle to make it look like things. Then we'd have like a triangle. Is that at a steeper angle? That is at a steeper angle. Not down. This is hard. Why is art difficult? I don't think it looks nice. I disagree, but thank you. I think Trongle is probably just gonna be like stood here. He's like not gonna be that small. He's gonna be like controller sized. And he's gonna have his hands on like boop. Boop. I mean, he could also be standing on them. Just like just, yeah. No, I mean, I also like this one. This one's also funny. Just him standing there. It's just like, I am the ultimate gamer. And he could just be like standing there like that, posing on it. Technically this lines up with here, so as long as this lines up with here, we're fine. It just needs to be an extreme. Cool. And this would kind of like curve up to there. This becomes round. I shouldn't be doing it like this. This is bad. This is destructive workflow. I do think this is pretty funny. We've got that. I think that's a cool idea. We've got that. Quite like that idea. That seems pretty good. We got another idea. Another idea. Cool. Then let's save this one. So, we got the game's idea sorted. I don't think it's yeah, it's not audible. Don't worry. You in the corner. Okay, 2 seconds. I need to quickly just show it. Just pause here. This is how it looks. Oh, that's amazing. Okay, I'm back. I can focus now. Okay, cool. That's 2 of these down. Let's now move on to another one. We're gonna save this one. we already saved this, but now we're going to create the new one by saving as. So, we've got the art, we've got the game. We now need the audio. Should it be audio or should it just be music? I think music kind of more people. It's mostly more what I do. More than just sound design. More coffee. We must give juice to the demon. The juice demon. Leave a little dirt under the pillow for the dirt man. In case he comes to town. Leave a little dirt under the pillow for the dirt man. I'm a little pitchy, but it's fine. This isn't the music stream. If I ever want to mix it up for the music thing, I mean, the thing is like sound design, it'll all be like, here's my music. Here's my sound. I think when you say audio, it just kind of, it sounds a bit more pretentious. It's which I do it on purpose because it's a difference I notice, but I don't think it's a general difference that everyone notices. So, because I think when I say, oh yeah, I do audio, yeah, music would call more attention. It's more the things I do on Saturdays anyway. Although there is sound design fun things. It's mostly just like... It's mostly for the purpose of music. Wait, we want to... No, that's the wrong thing, because I got it on a race. Okay. Music. Could be a giant pair of headphones and toggle between them. I mean, I would have made him like happier, but if for reference, Lara just made a pose in my room, just like Trongle screaming. What else? So it could be like 2 giant headphones. Yeah. And Trongle like between it. Sat. And vibing. With like music coming out, so wait, dude. Could be that, or it could be the microphone idea. Could be the giant microphone, or Trongle in the spotlight, just singing. That one, I do quite like that one, of just like him on his knees, just like, no, too big. No. Eyes are too high. Eyes are in weird positions. Just like his entire body like going like this. And then the spotlight. That could work. Or, I think going with the theme of tiny guy. It's just... You can do like the giant microphone and then he's just trying to sing into it. So like... Ink. 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 Diddle-did-it. 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 Diddle-it. Circle. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. And him just stood trying to sing into it. I don't know. It's a bit more of a funky one. I think the him in between headphones probably fits the other stuff a bit more. I mean, yeah, that's kind of what I was meaning to draw. It is a bit funky. Ah. Coming out of music. What do you mean? Oh, like the microphone head being more... And then triangle being here. Yeah, that could work. Good. Which idea do I prefer? But that's more drawing. That wasn't erased fully. Get rid of it. Get it out of here. We don't want it here. I should really get a plugin that like lets you guys play with like little creatures. Just so that there's a bit more movement on screen. I'm thinking like the giant headphone idea. Works really well. He's too big. Jungle needs to be slightly smaller. The issue is like the type of perspective we want to take on the headphones. You do this one. It's just... Little music. Boop. I think something like that. Listening on some headphones. Levitating. Just could. I think it's a bit cuter that he's sitting down because he's getting pretty hectic in the other ones. Well, he's T-posing in the gaming one. Okay, so that's music, and then what would we do for computer? Drawing little guys to do the things. Drawing little guys to do the things. Okay, we're saving this one. As is. Because I quite like this one. I feel like it gives off a bit more of an impression about what the music kind of is. What the type of sounds we do. More than the singing one. Because that kind of implies a bit more singing, which I don't really do. We don't really do here, do we? No. It's not really our thing. Okay, let's figure out what we're gonna do next. We're gonna do the computer specs, Charlie. It's all sorts of internet references today. Wow. New. No. Save as. We make it get no computer panel. What should this panel contain? I'm open to suggestions from the chat as to what should be in the computer. The panel, not the actual computer. We're not dealing with actual computers today. Is this just to move things? Is that the smudge? Is that the smudgery do? No, I'm gonna test it. We can. I'm gonna test it. I'm gonna test it. It's the Wibble Wobble Distortion Boy. Whoa. Giant computer and him on his belly in front of the screen. That could work. I'm kind of mesmerized right now. I'm creating life. There's a bit of a tree in there. Like there's a vine slash a whirlpool thing. Okay, cool. I'm leaning on a giant computer. Thinking. Let's erase that little blob that we made to test the thing, so that as my attention span begins to disband. Attention disband is... Nope. Not going anywhere. Not sure what I would have done with it. Okay, I'm going to turn my music back on so that I have stimulus of some kind. What do we want? This is computer, so we'll write it down. Try and give off an impression that we know what we're doing. Computer. Well, I'll just specs. Drawing curved lines, not wiggly, is hard. I say as I do it perfectly. Well, perfect. Quote unquote. I should probably get a grid. View, can I get a grid? Canvas. Show grid lines. Show grid. Hey! Can I make the grid slightly less insane? Edit. File. Settings. Configure. How do I check the grid? How do I check the grid? The grid. How do I check the grid? Is there not a search function in all of this? Why is there no search function? Grid settings, there we go. Size 32 pixels. Let's make it slightly bigger. Let's go 64. 64 pixels. Transparency checkerboard. It's great. Selection overlay. Pixel grid. Start showing at 2400%. Ah. Did that change what I actually think it changed? No. I think. Okay, we don't need the grid right now, but we'll use it later. It's a special tool that'll help us later. I wasn't expecting to do Mickey Mouse today. Oh, wrong button. Made me a little bit nod. Let's set you to 0 just to make my life easier. Big stretch. Cool. My brain is starting to flounder a bit. I won't lie. Okay. We want a thing that shows computer specs. So we could just have a computer case, like the edge of one. With fans. Okay, we got that going. And then we want to get a little bit more going. Or do we want him just to be like boss fight almost? Or just like... We have like a tower towering over him. And we have him like here. The tiny screwdriver. Screwdriver. Phillips head, because why not? Specs. Specs are the specifications of... So, it's hardware specifications. So, the specifics of a computer is what it's meant to represent. So, what processor I might have, or what graphics card, RAM, other peripherals that I might have, and peripherals are like headphones, mouse, keyboard, because they're peripheral, and they're outside of the thing itself. Yeah. We can make like that. This be like a red light. Can have it be like that, and then we get black, and then we go... Get a bit of perspective going, since we haven't really been doing that for most of the other one. I mean, we kind of have, but... Then we can have, yeah, like have it be almost like HAL 9000-esque shit. I'm gonna have to clean all of these up so much. So much drawing. Oh, I don't want to be an art channel. Okay. So, we will save this for now. And I believe that has covered our 4 topics as well as can be. Like, because computer specifications is a kind of like abstract type thing, so I think just computer monolith is funny. And all of these, I think, would kind of have to get the... let me just open a recent thing so I can get the color. Not you, you're the wrong one. Basic animation, so that I can get the color quickly. Then we will open the other one. So then we'd have like the background fill be this. It's either this or we stick with the blue. What do I want you to be? Why can't I draw? Layer is locked. Well, too bad. Actually, we can keep that one just to paint layer 1. Because if it's locked, it's probably locked for a reason. I don't know what that reason is. I don't believe I locked it. Bucket. So we'd have it be like all green, and then the... I mean, the red on the green isn't going to work very well. Does this just... Oh, that just blanket erases. Okay. That works for the computer panel, kind of. So you'd have like everything green except no. Let's put this under layer 1 just so I can get this going. So it would kind of just be like this vibe. Like everything green except for certain bits. Nah, okay. I need to lift my mouse more. My cursor. The world is green. Just like that kind of aesthetic. I mean, the color will be after. We'll first like do cleanups and everything, and then we do that. It is already 1:15. Which drawing should I focus on? Should I... Because I believe I'll only be able to like clean up one of them by the end of today. What do y'all think? Which one should I work on? Should I work on this one? Or... Let's open all of these! Yippee! We've got computer open, right? Yes. No? Yeah. Open all of these! For my next stream. I mean, these are all going to be on, like, panels, so these aren't going to be, like, thumbnails or anything. One for the next stream could work. I mean, the whole thing is like these are all just gonna be. I like all of them. I wouldn't be drawing them if I didn't like them. Right now I'm just kind of procrastinating, drawing more. I don't have a favorite. They're all Trungle boys. We'll save you as the idea thing. Save idea box. Because we got music, we got game, which is pretty fun. The art one's very cute. We don't need the box anymore. Computer panel's cool. I can't pick a favorite. I don't wanna. It's like picking my favorite child. Which every parent does, and you know they do it, but I still don't do it. If you'd like to pick one, yes, that's why I did ask which one people feel I should work on. I mean, I guess there's not many options for who. I was about to say yes. The games one, the one that I'm currently on. Okay. I will work on that one for the remainder of the stream. Ooh, this is gonna be interesting. So, using this as a reference. Everything's fine. Nothing fell. You're hearing things. I'm definitely not gaslighting you. Please stop. Please stop insisting that. Okay. That did unintentionally close the other one. We'll save it. Well, I didn't change anything, so save whatever. Open. I like how most of my art streams aren't me drawing. I should do more of the modeling shit. Next time I might just jump into Real and start like focusing on trying to get the 3D Trongle working. That way you can get face tracking and you can see me emote on things, and that'll be fun. But I'm still procrastinating. So, let's get going. That is too small. We want it to be about this big. Yes. Yes. Cool. Why? Why, Dizzy? How you doing? Unfortunately, I haven't set up any commands to work in chat.
You're just in time for my 18+ animation stream. Ooh, drawing triangle with boobies.
Okay. Okay, modeling this off of a PlayStation controller. This is the wrong fucking brush. Where's my favorite brush? There it is. Yeah. Okay. It has been a hot minute. How you doing? How's things been? How's this stuff been going? I shouldn't be doing destructive. I mean, I'm doing incremental stuff, so I'm saving incrementally. Should be fine, but. Existing's good. Existing is a good thing to be. I've been alright. Also been trying to just exist for the most part. Trying to keep myself busy with art shenanigans and whatnot. Trongle is becoming... It's fun. It's just a nice little space to be working on in between stuff. Been doing some dev work in the background as well, just to try and up the portfolio. But yeah. Surviving, thriving, and just trying to have fun. A lot of shenanigans been happening. Uni's done. Yeah, I graduated uni. That's probably like the biggest thing that's happened. Well, arguably the biggest thing. Does it create an autosave? I hope not. Yeah, should be cool. I have got my website that exists somewhere in some sort of limbo that I've worked way too long to try and make look nice. Should probably get that linked onto here at some point. What kind of stuff you been doing aside from existing? Or while existing? DualShock controller, best controller. I've been making music as well, which has been really fun, which is what you're hearing in the background. Like, this is the senior tech in an IT company. Hey, look at you. Really well done. Happy for you, man. You've been enjoying it? I can imagine helping run the show. Is it causing you major distress? I think enjoying a job is kind of like, if it's not causing you to want to stop, I think that's a decent enough one. I can imagine. I feel like that's kind of just the perpetual thing. Understandable. I'm guessing it's more chaos periods. IT is always a wonderful time. Of the major variety. Oh no. That's not fantastic. That's not very cash money at all.
That is less of an ideal situation.
Yeah. I'm sorry to hear that, but I'm supposed. I guess it pays well. Networking, I'm assuming we're talking about the IT networking. It can be, I guess it can, like, the problem solving aspect of it can be interesting. I did not have fun with networks in uni. Networks in uni were a pain for me, mostly because it was in a module that was just so poorly fucking organized. It was agony. Yeah, I get that. I can see how it can be, like, satisfying to, like, network, to, like, do that type of work. I just, yeah, I barely got through a lot of the networking portion of my course. I mean, cyber forensics was fun. Digital forensics. This feels like it's a bit too sharp. Yes, the PS4 ones are a lot more round. It's more like that. Oh yeah, no, I know it's not easy. It's still, but yeah, it's the type of satisfaction you get from, like, solving a puzzle. Or, like, figuring out the, like, optimal way to get something to run. I remember when we were trying to do, like, LAN shit and we were having to use, like, third-party proxy servers and shit. It's as if you're trying to set up a LAN lobby every day. How do I draw things? How does one draw? Button, button, button. Honestly, this is looking far more like a controller than I was expecting it would. Yeah. And nobody wants to help. And unfortunately, it's a Microsoft server, so you have to go through all that fucking rigmarole. And God, dealing with Microsoft shit has been agony. Do you? Well, I don't need to know specifics, but do you ever use like Microsoft type stuff, or is it mostly proprietary setups? Everything. Okay. Oh, nice. I've been meaning to try and like dig into VoIP stuff because I've done a little bit of like audio based general data reading for like file reading and whatever for a project in uni. I did some. I wanted to have like an audio visualizer. I wanted to do something like that. And I ended up making my own file reader because I was like, I want to know how this works, and I regret it immensely. Binary file reading is a fun time, and parsing headers and everything is an interesting time. I still need to go through like reversing PCM shit, which is, it's just math, but yeah, using it for anything useful is would be a fun little challenge. No, I can imagine. It's especially finding like it's mostly like you know what? I'm gonna stop right there. I have no fucking idea exactly why we're going to VoIP. I haven't really explored it that much. I do want to at some point because it's a cool thing and I like messing around with audio, especially while programming. But ain't nobody got time for that. People busy. People got shit to do. God motherfucking damn. Probably be closer to there based on perspective. It's fun. I'd recommend it. Programming is a very useful skill to have in this day and age. Just for anything. If you want a place to get started, Python's a decent one, and there's shit tons of tutorials for it. Oh, wow. Man is he okay? I don't know why I'm going into this much detail for this fucking thing. Nobody's, oh, it looks so lumpy and ugly. Oh, I turned it around for a second and I don't like it. Like, these are smooth. How do I get the smooth line? How do you make it curve? How do you make it curvilicious? Technically, it's meant to go like that. So this needs to be smaller. Oh, I'm destroying everything. Everything I hold dear is being destroyed. That is not how a controller looks. Smooth curve down. There. Bulge at the bottom. Curves up. That type of thing. I can't imagine being... Oh, God. I think it's the issue of just like the perspective is the main thing that got me thrown off a bit. So it don't look like a pee-pee. Because technically it's going like here. So if I do this... Angle I got it at... Everything's stinky. I don't like it. The pain of drawing. No, not all of it. Stinky poo. But yeah, I recommend getting into programming at some point. It does look better than just a bunch of blocks. I will say that. This needs to be more of a... It's also technically the fact that it's like tilted up slightly. Because I decided to tilt it up, thinking... I feel that. It's always that barrier of things of not feeling like you're progressing enough or doing things. I think the best way to kind of like... If you want to learn a skill, it should be for something. Yeah, no, that's also like a major... fucking annoying thing, but I think the main the approach that works for me kind of is, what do I want to do? Like, is there something I want to make and something I want to try and create from it, and focusing on learning everything I need for just that. Not even focusing on learning the specifics for it, just kind of going, this is what I want to achieve. What aspects do I need to break down to be able to do it? Because yeah, the beginning bits of like going through programming tutorials and everything is annoying, and then when something breaks, it's just like, why the fuck is it broken? Also, Python's terrible for debugging. Fuck Python for debugging. Maybe C#? Bless you. If you want another like entry-ish level thing, maybe C# or Java. They have a bit better like debugging. Yes, Pirate Software, Thor's fantastic. I love him. He's fantastic. I really enjoy like, I mostly catch his shorts. I have tried to join some of his streams. But yeah, times are weird. I love checking him out. I love him. He's really cool. And the way he pushes for making games and things. Fantastic. I love him. Yeah. I don't necessarily think all of the things he says is like, there's always a degree of truth to the type of stuff he says, but I think jumping through the barriers, he has a very different experience with stuff. Mr. Bot, yeah, Java's a decent one. Java has a lot better debugging for stuff, and it's a very popular language, so you'll find a lot more tutorials for it. Because yeah, Java's good for teaching you. I think Java would be the best one for like teaching basics and things. Because I started on C#, which was interesting. Not terrible. Like Visual Studio does it innately. But yeah, I'm going to quickly run away because I am very much in need for the bathroom. I'm going to put this little thing on the screen. I'm going to put a little image on the screen so that the people know that I'm going to be back, and then I'm going to be right back, I promise. Don't leave, bye. And we're back. Told you it would be quick. Oh. Here we are. Now. Where were we? Yes, Java. Good first programming language. Go program. Find small thing to do. Little tool that you think you'll use. Because I'm considering going into like the Twitch API more and more, because I look at all the extensions and everything and I get lost. So I was just like, fuck it, I'll make a tiny little game that has little sprites and whatever. Okay, let us get this fucking thing looking correct. Got the 2 sticks, they're there. There. I may have exaggerated this dip here a bit too much. Drawing is difficult. Who the fuck knew? Yeah. Plans at the moment are just kind of figuring it out. I was planning on getting into some like IT jobs, but the games industry is very much in a state of hell at the moment. So yeah, at the moment it's kind of do dev work on my own projects, hopefully get them released and make some background income while still building portfolio and eventually get into an indie company at some point. Freelancing a bit as well, just in between checking out the occasional voice acting stuff. And yeah, streaming. Hopefully the streaming can kick off a bit more, and that's another fun space that I get to do stuff I want to do and get to share it with all sorts of people, build a little bit of a community. The usual generic reason that people do this stuff. It's fun, and also you get to hang out with people that have mutual interests or that like your stuff. So yeah, stream, program, make games, and that's fantastic. You had a work call just as you started. Okay. As I started, yes. Yeah. This is fine. I mean, whatever's happening, I'm kind of accepting that I will be in the background of stuff. And I'm trying to find good times for streams. I'm still tweaking times for shenanigans. You got the TLDR at the end. Pretty much. Oh. So are you working fully remote then? Or do you have to occasionally go in and deal with people's shit? Because I'd love a remote position, man. What am I looking for? What am I trying to do? What am I trying to do? Controller. You're the thing I'm looking at. Okay, that's fair. So, there's a seam in between this. Goes around, down, and up, and over. There's a seam there, and then from the seam, there's a little road, a little guy that goes down. I think that's the closest I'm gonna get. I can imagine that. Like, I can understand missing the having somewhere to go and not just having to drop everything and play support. Because yeah, as much as working from home is convenient, if you don't have like a study or somewhere where you can kind of separate yourself from work, it makes stuff a bit more funky. So I'm trying to keep like workspaces and game spaces slightly separate. Yeah, I get that. Okay. I think that looks a bit... No, come on. Let me scroll. Can you... Why is it not letting me do things anymore? Is my button broke? No. Just wasn't doing it for some reason. Yes. Yes, that is a horrible it's a horrible cycle. Oh, that it just feels like COVID again. Just feels like lockdown of just like, okay, cool, guess I'm waking up and I'm doing this for that was a lot of my uni. Of just wake up, take 2 steps, sit in front of computer, listen to lectures for X amount of hours, do a lab, and then okay, cool, we're done. Only way I have accessing of anybody else is still on the computer, so there's no point in me moving. Okay. I think that looks a lot closer to the controller itself, especially with the seam there. That can be a bit more pointed. Hey, we just hit 100 messages today. Okay. I guess that's something to kind of look forward to when... But I feel like it's yeah. When you're working in a company like that, oh shit, someone outside has the tire very flat. Sorry. Yes, you should. You have. I mean, Lara put in quite a bunch of work at the start, so I think it was a team effort. But I appreciate all the messaging. It's great. These are the D-pad, so. Okay. We are nearing the end of the stream, so I'm probably going to call it here. We will save and... No! What have you done? Just opened a new one. Okay. File. Fucking god. I'm losing my mind. File. No! Why is just... Okay. You are misbehaving. It's not letting me move things now. What the fuck is up? Windows is shitting itself. Great, thank you. Close a bunch. The odd ones, computer. Oh wow, that is pretty... That's pretty intense, damn. 24-hour stream, pump those numbers up. We could at some point. That is definitely... I am thinking of doing like a charity one at some point along those lines. Can I save this without you open? Nope, it is just broken. What is the hotkey for saving? Hotkey for saving incremental version. No, why? I didn't press enter. What the fuck's happening? Something's constantly being pressed. And now I'm hearing myself for some reason. Something is constantly refreshing. Something is constantly refreshing. Alt F4 to erase all the problems. That could work. You know what? The things are here. Let's just find the keyboard shortcuts. Menu, brushes and stuff. Where's saving? General. Save. Painting. Save. Oh, there is a search. Save. Save, incremental backup, Control Alt S. Okay, cool. Got you selected. Control Alt S. Saved. Cool. Oh yeah. Games. Been jumping around between a few at the moment. Streaming every Monday evening. So that's... Yes, we should jam again at some point. It would be really cool. Been playing a lot of single player stuff. Been playing retro things like Thief Gold. Trying to catch up with those types of things because I find they're a bit more interesting than playing the newer stuff at the moment. Outer Wilds, been playing that because I never finished it, so trying to tear through that on... And I'm streaming that on Mondays every so often. Been playing Stronghold again, the castle simulation strategy game. Thief's great. I'm genuinely loving it. I've been playing every level on expert difficulty. They do become a bit of a pain, but every time the level ends and I have like a bit like the next morning, I'm just like, I want to play Thief again. Yes, I understand that kind of feeling of just like not wanting, like not being able to play single player games. Is it because of just the thing of like you feel almost like guilty that you're not like playing games with other people, or just it feels like you're kind of wasting your time, quote unquote, because there's 100 other things you could be doing? Because yeah, I struggled quite a bit with that for a while, and I've been forcing myself to almost to. It can be more fun, but I think I had a lot of just that multiplayer experience, and I kind of wanted to remind myself why I like games as much. Yeah, it's the same. It's just very difficult to kind of like find people to play together and coordinate whatever games are being played. But yeah, if you're free like an evening like this weekend or some point later in the week, we can play something. I'm really down to. Can check if George and Akira want to as well at some point. Okay, nice. I'll keep that in mind. I mean, I've got you on Discord and things, so I'll drop you a message if I'm free or if the other things aren't currently occupying stuff. But yeah, man, thank you so much for joining the stream today. I really do appreciate you popping in and things. I see. Yes, I'm going to ask you more questions about that at some point in future, but I do need to head off and start focus on some other stuff. Thank you again. Yeah, it was good catching up. Thank you so much for popping in. Thank you for everyone who joined into the stream today. No, I will be as strange as I want to be. Stream is happening on Saturday, as usual, midday. There will be some music, and if I don't see you this coming Saturday, I'll hopefully see you on Monday. Have a fantastic week, and yeah, hopefully talk to you all again soon. Bye!